Hello there.
Hello Commanders, Commander Plater here and welcome to today's live stream. I hope everyone is doing very well today and your Mondays have gone well. It is Monday, right? Yeah, it's Monday. Weird things with not knowing what day of the week it is. I mainly know it's just between Monday to Friday. I'm not strictly sure which one. Oh dear. But indeed, hello there. What a very timely hello, right? But yes, quick let's see what we've got in chat so far. Ghost of Gaming, William Gunter, Chunter GB, Philip, Killerkev, Pro Rock, Tiger, MechBean. Oh dude, you're at class. Oh, you're not even here now. Means you're actually in class. Dude. Rip. Hunter, how's it going? Dave Howarth, Pro Rock, what he said to live to you, haven't I? Sinclair, Fantastic Man, Neil Brock, Vortex, Glenn, hello, Deckard Kane. I know, a timely notification, that's like unheard of. Totally bizarre. Nightbot, hello. RC Channel, what up? How's everyone doing today? John, hello. Elite Coder, Rick. New to the stream? Well, hopefully you'll stick around. Welcome. Apologies for the little cough. So, now, what I'm doing today, yes, indeed, I'm going on a crusade. The crusade we're going on is going to be in a crusader, so nothing too major. Just going to jump into the ship, and we're going to do some outfitting to start off with. Now, it has been fixed as well, so that's always good. Tato, hello, how you doing? IRL, Trooper, how are you guys today? Wiley, hello, welcome to the stream. But yes, we're going to get ourselves into sort some stuff out, I guess. Try and work some things out. Got a bit of a cough, unfortunately, as we know. Truex, what up? How's it going, bud? Indeed, into outfitting we go. Now, thankfully, the hard points have been fixed, and I'm really happy about that. Because the... That seems too loud still. Okay. Because obviously the hard points on the Crusader were a little bit damaged, I would say. Damaged. They're now fixed, so they look good. Nightbot, honey and whiskey for that cough. Probably still shouldn't be drinking, to be fair, this soon after surgery. So I'm going to hold off on that.
Hello there.
Speedman Fun, hello. Andrew Lindsay, thank you for subscribing. Rexifon, Manga. Let's go with your manga. Yes, I would go for Guardian SRV, something a little bit more like a skimmer type. That would definitely be nice. And Nuke, hello. But right, we've got one large, 2 mediums, and 3 smalls to fill. So, we're going to go into our bank of weapons that we already have sitting around. Oh look, APAs, you see. I think... Do I want to go for a cannon? Not really. Huh. Did I not have any? I've got some lasers kicking around. Maybe I didn't take the weapons off of there that I thought I did. Let's have a good look. Interesting. Constantine, I've been playing Elite Dangerous for, I don't know, like 4 years? I think 3 or 4 years. Not bad. Dave, why am I fitting out a Crusader? Because I'm going to fly it around. And I'm going to give it a go. Because it's a new ship, and I haven't flown it yet. It's super important that we give it a fly around, and give it a go. Experimentals, because you can't go wrong with shot cannons. And we're going to go for... I know these have legal issues, And I know there are easier ways to clean modules, but this is just what we're doing now. It's okay, everyone be cool. We are going to... Oh god. All the legal issues. I think I just put the wrong size one on, did I? Might have done. The small ones, that's fine. Got them clear now. Frag count's best. Oh, I have to give them a go. Like, I tell you what, guys, if I had them, I'll do it. You know what? I'm a touch engineered out at the moment. So I will be coming back to it. Sinclair, yes, indeed it is. This is a bit intense though for a start of a stream. So what? I'm going to be playing through both of his albums today, actually. I think it will be both the Explorers and the newest one. Zivon, hello, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Machine, good evening, buddy. How you doing? Okay, I got 3. Wait, which hardpoint is this? I must admit, the when it comes to small hardpoints, I do feel like this one here should be a medium. But hey, that's me. Just from an aesthetic point of view, I understand balancing is very important. Before anyone says anything like, oh, you can't have that because of this. I know, I know. But yeah, if you guys remember on the Crusader, there were a couple of issues with hardpoints. Revelations, thank you, Machine. Oh, blimey. Harrison, I'm doing okay. So, Rick, when we're talking about salt-free, we basically mean no being super salty about previous events that have happened. We are focusing on the positive stuff today. We're going to be nice and, you know, keeping things, I guess, focused. That's the one we want. But yeah, all that good stuff. Yeah, they had some issues. Okay. Oh god, these shield boosters. What do you mean there's something wrong with these shield boosters? Don't know what you're talking about, mate. Now, I seem to be missing a resistance augmented one. I've got one that's gone missing somewhere along the way.
Hello there.
Trezor4, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Hope you're doing well. Rabs, I am currently outfitting a thingamajig, a Dubrowatt set, a Crusader. I'm going to do some combat today, so it should be good fun. Yeah, see, Manga, you could say the landing gear still sucks, but yeah, you know, all right, it's not perfect, but you know, what could you be? No, Machine, I don't know if you are. It's just they're waiting for something to happen. Mainly waiting for me to make a mistake, I think. I'm like, don't worry, guys, it'll happen. It will happen. So shield-wise, just so we know, we're going to be doing a thermal bi-weave build, hopefully. Give it a go. Vex, yes they have. That is something they fixed, and it looks perfect. Absolutely perfect now. Let's do that. Right, into the old optionals. So, 60... this is where we go. You know what this needs? This needs more Guardian. That's what this needs. And we're going to give it the Trident. Okay, so that's looking good. pretty much done. Like, that's it done. Done. See, Dave, now, to me, this looks like it could be a very good switch over from the Chieftain, because I actually quite like the Chieftain. But I also like having a fighter. So this could potentially be a very good alternative. Okay, that's all fine. One last thing. We want to buy some reactive composite. Curry, is this going to be a repeat of the last stream? What? No. None of that. Logan, thank you very much. I tell you what, I'm having some coughing issues at the moment, so excuse me for 1 second. Just cheeky little pump on the Weiss inhaler to see if that helps, which it should do. So, guarding weapons work against players. Yes, they do. Not as well. I'll say that much. Now, with regards to Bywave, the reason why it's different is the answer. So, with Byweaves, essentially what you're doing is you're trading overall shield strength for the speed of the recharge. Now, speed of the recharge makes a difference because obviously it recharges quicker. So, that's the idea behind it. That's literally it. Now, going to your crew lounge, make sure we got someone on as active. And now, we are going to head over to Home System. That's going to be the plan. We're going to head over to Home, which is Hiller. Let's do some bounty hunting. So, guys who are in for it, get yourselves involved. In my private group, for those people that are around. Crash Test Funny. We're just going to shoot some stuff up. Well, Nick, who knows what that shit's called? Yeah, Killer Kev. I need to get some more. I think that's the plan. I'm going to get some more on there. Tone. Lurk drive engaged. Charging in 3, 2, 1. Oh god, Nick. Challenger approaches. That is awful. Yeah, no, but we're going to shoot some stuff up. Missed something. Oh well. You know what? The whole idea of a shuttle ship would be quite cool. I think if we get any ships that are bigger than what we have now, that's going to be really kind of necessary, because we're limited by the size of the mail slot on the stations. And not only are we limited on the size of the mail slot, we're also limited by the landing pad size. But what we're not limited by is the fact that we can now launch ships from our ships. Yo dog. Okay. Oh, I mean, Mark, we've got limpets, haven't we, for that? I don't know if that's enough. Limpets do work. They work acceptably, I would say. A bit of a pain. Docking pylons for bigger ships, yeah? Or you have, like, unique cargo depots. Depots. Yeah, depots. We'll go with that. Daniel, glad to hear you're enjoying it. Well, Gerb. All land is holy because it belongs to the deployed. They just don't know it yet. So, limpets do take up cargo space, but they are consumed in the process of gathering cargo. I think maybe we had specialist, you know, I don't know, external cargo docks and stuff like that where you could pick stuff up. That'd be cool. Sam, hello, how you doing? I'm going to encourage everyone to hit the like button, actually. I haven't done that yet. But if you do, that'd be cool. That'd be acceptable. So please do hit the old like button. As you know, it helps me out as a streamer. It's free to do as well, which is probably the biggest selling point, because everyone likes something free. You click that, and you feel totally awesome. What, Hunter, are you serious? Commander Queen the Smeg? What? Anarith, hello, how you doing, buddy? Haven't seen you for a while. Oh yeah, Mark, that's a good point. They don't send cargo. It is very reliant on... Well, I mean, you get fuel transfer limpets, so why can't you get cargo transfer limpets? Yes. An interesting idea. Hang on, in my friend requests, Queeg the Smeg, Queeg. That's nasty. The option to jettison passengers. Tone, that's so mean. So mean. You're like, get out! And then you throw them out? Yeah. Chris, credit accumulation limpets. I know for sure credits are a physical thing. No, it does say Queeg. It literally does say Queeg. Right guys, I'm going to touch into Siemens, have a dock and then leave again. Terran Core, hello, how you doing? Now, Manga, when you say weapon pods, what do you mean? Which one, like disposable gun pods? That are only good for a short length of time and they have to be jettisoned? Something like that, like a single, you know, your trump card for you to play when you're in combat and stuff. So it's kind of like a, okay, quick, use the gun pod, and then you start using the gun pod and it runs out. It's like maybe it has, you know, 4 or 5 shots with a super high yield cannon, and it's gone. A flying pod around a ship that shoots target. Nah, it sounds like a bit like a fighter, doesn't it? And to be fair, the Guardian fighters at least, they can't get much more fragile. Hull strength of 10, but they pack a punch. Oh, Harrison. So, yeah, Nightbot is a real person. Sam, I'm doing alright, thanks. I'm recovering slowly from surgery. I've been in a lot of pain over the last couple of days, which is a bit of a turd, to be honest. But getting there, Zach, we're about to test it. This is my first time actually probably flying it in combat, so I'll have to tell you. Also, it handles really nicely. The use of the thrusters, very smooth. Where is Pat 20? Oh, there. No fancy paint job for this one though, because I've got a fancy one for the chieftain. Got the Latecom paint job, which Scorb got me because I was doing my 24-hour stream. But yeah, yeah, Hunter, you are too late for the FA off, and also you've got to wait until the video.
Good to have you with us, Commander.
Wait for the video.
Hello there.
But Igor, hello, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hola. I'm not renaming it, Gerb. I'm just not. And Daryl, thank you very much for subscribing. Okay. We're going to head ourselves to the nearest Hazras. Good, why not? Because I don't want to. That's why. Giz, hey, how you doing? Hope you're doing well this evening.
Detachment complete. Exit station quickly and safely.
So yeah, hopefully what we're going to do here is we should have a combination build that is designed to do some wrecking. The pulse lasers should drop shields. Yeah, Gav, pretty much. The pulse lasers, the burst lasers, sorry, should drop shields. Then we can use the shot cannon to shred hull, which it should. See, Manga, to me that's sounding a bit like Gradius. If you guys remember that game from back in the day. Daniel, have I fought the Hydra yet? I've looked at it and gone, nah, thanks, I'm good. I've just looked at them, and the thing is, I've got out at the Gnosis, Gnosis, I have my second account, Commander Minbin, and he is. He is out there as Tato Crisp. Yes, I did. Yeah, definitely an odd one, an odd experience. But he's just kids out for exploration. That was it. Because I thought we were going to go to the cone sector, but Goids will be Goids, salt free. Well, Machine, when you're back in the bubble, I will take you Thargoid hunting. Yeah, Kuro, but it's not it's Gnosis or Gnosis. Apparently it's Gnosis because that's the way they say it when you come and you dock. Yeah, but Machine, I tell you what, if my paint will get scratched, you're in trouble, bro. But I've got some homework for you to do. You have to engineer a ship with as many like Iroh, sure. What you need to do is make sure that you engineer as many hull reinforcement packages as you can. You do need the X weapons, but they don't need unlocking. That's absolutely fine. I'm not saying Guardian weapons. That's okay. Texas, nicely done. Good, cool. What type was it? A Cyclops, or was it something a little bit smaller? One of the Scouts. Indeed, yeah. We'll have to have Hunter and Pro-Rock are my Goid hunting partners. Cyclops, nice. Oh, Machine, that doesn't mean anything anymore, buddy. I'm sorry. See, Daniel, I find that hunting Goids in the Corvette is actually easier than using the Anaconda. Do you remember the cucumber? The cucumber? No. No, I don't. Yeah, machine, you do have to wear headdress.
Hello there.
Sunkra, thanks for the follow. I butchered that. You have to tell me how to actually say it. There we go. Come on. Oh, cucumber is down to it. Yeah, cucumber is. It's the cucumber. You know what? I'm flying around like this, and I'm like, what about your fighter, Plotar? Yeah, I think you must be. I'm not. That's not me, bro.
Hello there.
2-Foot Sheep, thank you for subscribing. That's an unusual name. Alan, hey, how you doing? Had fun earlier doing combat zones. Was heavily hungover. You died because you had.
Hello there.
Oh dear. Edwin Rose, thank you for subscribing. Oh yeah, look at this. This looks like fun.
Roger. Keep the target in your sights, Commander. I'm going in.
Oh, clipped it slightly there. Let's see how this goes. Wait, my discovery scan. I need to change my discovery scanners by day. I'm like, wait, why is that discovery scanner going off? There we go.
Hello there.
Sorted. And Tracer, thanks for subscribing. Wait a minute. Did you
Target eliminated.
did you follow on Twitch and now you've come over to YouTube? Getting in there with a double shout out. 2-Foot, yeah, I would say you definitely have to. You want to upgrade your ship because, to be honest, you're going to notice so much of a difference once you upgraded it. Like, it's going to feel absolutely amazing once you have. That's my recommendation.
Hello there.
Mikey Moto, thank you for the follow. Subsonic, hello, how you doing? Don't listen to Machine. He's saying you're a really bad example. The important thing is, go drinking with your boss, but stay sober so you remember everything. Now that's how you get promotions.
Show me the target, Commander. I'll do the rest. Multiple hostiles in this sector. Let's try not to get shot at.
Wow, so that's a wing of crates. Not the greatest wing.
Scanning for more hostiles.
Well, yeah. I mean, it is a little bit called blackmail, I guess. You could call it blackmail. You wouldn't be super inaccurate if you didn't. If you did call it blackmail, I guess. But that's okay. No one ever lost out by having something over their boss.
Target eliminated. Copy that. Turn on your back.
I like the way the fighters fly. It's nice.
Shields are down. I'll try and get them back online.
Oh, that's bad. That's the
Hull integrity depleted.
fighter wiped out in seconds.
Fighter is down, Commander.
That is one of the downsides of the new Guardian fighters. They get wiped out so early. That fighter's just flying around on its own. Just on its own. So TP, the loadout we've got is full gimbal personal full gimbal burst lasers with overcharge, sorry, efficient and oversized for just pure raw damage in there. At the same time, also we are rocking a large shock cannon fixed. Because you can never go wrong. Oh, yeah, also we've got the Trident Guardian Fighter as well. It's all good. Oh my god, Alan, that's perfect timing, isn't it? Who's scanning me? This guy. How's your hull, bro? Not got any. Look at that. Actually, who would have thought a wing of Alliance ships would actually be super useful? As mean as that sounds, I'm not like a super anti-Alliance or anything, but typically they've all been a bit of a joke. So, oh. Oh, Tone, no. You can't be having pineapple on pizza. What kind of animal are you? You know how we feel about pineapple on pizza here. No, Kuro, they're not all Crusaders. And actually, I've got Logan here as well, who's in a Corvette, so that kind of changes things. And we've got Ghost in an FDL. Prox fight. Why am I just not selecting? So, Prox in a Crusader called the Spanish Inquisition. Nuke is an Alliance challenger. Irel is here in a chieftain. So yeah, I think that's doing pretty good. Actually, to fair, Emily, yeah, I can understand that. Missions are normally where I make my money. Passenger missions. They are a great source of credits. Oh, that was close. That didn't happen. No one saw that, right? Nick's good evening as well. CK, yeah, why not? Do small shit. Tone, I don't drink tea. Are you aware of the quantity of tannin that is in tea that is actually super bad for you, especially if you drink in large quantities like most Brits do? That said, I actually don't like the taste of it. And I'm not alone either. That is ridiculous.
Target destroyed. Scanning for more hostiles.
To be fair, when everyone asks me how I made my credits Elite Dangerous, my first 100 mil was made purely through combat. Which wasn't the best way to do it. Yep, Gears, don't worry, I'm not going to forget. I'll follow the orders. Also, guys, actually, if you're watching and you're looking for a group of people to play with, I would encourage you to consider coming and joining my player group, the Seekers of Zen, or to support our player faction in game called Ployd. We're a friendly bunch, despite what you might believe, or might have heard even. But yeah, just a casual group of players who like to play the game together, wing up, do missions, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, join the Discord, register in an IRA, get yourself involved. Ah, K1, first 100 mil was passenger missions, and when they came out, first billion was 17 Draconis. Actually, that's where I got my first bill. So yeah. Hey Corvus, how you doing, buddy? Indeed, hail the Ploid. All hail the Ploid. Led by the Brit guy that doesn't drink tea and the half American, half vodka guy. Yeah, I think the percentage of vodka is probably a little bit higher on Oxy than it used to be. I think it's time to switch to the fighter.
I've got the stick. I'll keep the ship safe, Commander.
Let's see what we can find. Fortunately, the just like run out of stuff to shoot at that exact moment. Eek. Yeah, Kira, I kind of was. At least on Thursday I was. Friday I wasn't. I'd say that much. Thursday, yeah, I was like I was high sodium. Yeah, I'm not sure how good we be with this fighter. We'll give it a go.
No more targets. We're all clear, Commander.
Right, we got any targets or not? Got like nothing. Oh, that's never gonna last, is it? Oh, we did not want to. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. This is not good. Oh, that's even worse. Did someone crash into me? So yeah, that's one of the problems with the Guardian fighters. They don't hold up very well when it comes to being rammed into and all that kind of stuff. Mark, have I heard of people streaming? I have, but to be honest, if you want to stream from console, you're better off using a capture card, and then you can use like the software that comes with the Elgato stuff to be able to actually enhance it. That would be. Let's just. Dennis. Oh wait, no. Wait, who's Nuke targeting? Where is Nuke? Right, let's go and see what Nuke's looking at, because apparently this guy. Let's go have a look. Indeed, Nightbot is keeping everyone in line, don't you worry. Nick Lucas, the ship downer. What? Nick Lucas, the ship downer. kind of name is that? Like, genuinely. Oh well, never mind. Daniel, both. And both is the genuine answer as well.
Affirmative, Commander. Establishing fighter link. Link established. Awaiting instructions.
Yeah. PC gaming does have all the flexibility in the world. And I think that's one of the key differences to me anyway, is that you get that flexibility that you don't get in console, because a lot of times consoles do look really good, you know, graphically speaking. Yeah, obviously PC does have a bit of an advantage in that sense.
Copy that. Going on the offense.
Constantine. It's called Ploid. Ploid. That is the name of well, the player faction. Then the wing name on Inara, oh, awkward, is called the Seekers of Zen. Or SOZ. For all the reasons why we're looking forward to the new wing stuff coming in. Squadrons, should I say.
Roger. Focusing my fire on primary
But yeah, that's just gone into the chat there, so have a click if you're interested. But yeah, joining Discord is the best thing to do, because that way you actually get the orders that we put out. We have daily orders that go out for our BGS. When you drop in, you've got to make sure that you let people know that's what you're there for. And we'll put you in the right place, in the right direction.
Don't see any more hostiles. That was me, Commander.
Yeah, more the merrier, that's what we're all about.
Roger. Focusing my fire on primary target.
You see, the Guardian fighters, they look proper tasty. Not very good. Like, not very powerful. But yeah, take a pasted.
Tango is down.
Oh, the Mary Celeste.
Roger. Focusing my fire on primary target.
Hello there.
Chorus 11, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the stream of the channel. Hope you are doing well today. If you're in chat, make sure you say hello. Alan, you want a co-fast plater? I would 100% do one. If HS Voice Packs contacted me, I would do one. I would be totally up for it. Hey chickers, how you doing? See now, Mark. Subject to the round table, provision for an Xbox player, 4 players perspective. I mean, actually, Obsidian does have the game on PS4. I know he plays it. I don't actually own a PS4 or an Xbox myself, so can't really say much on it. But you know, now you can get hostesses on console, which is lovely. So. Chick is in there with a little reminder for everybody to hit the like button if you haven't. Click, 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 click. Dr. Henry Rowland. Okay. NPC names.
Copy that. Going on the offense.
Bradford and Sheaf. Hulk Hogan Kovacs. Oh god. I feel like I'm making some decent credits here. What are we up to? 1.5 mil. Nice. Nice. Type of system as an Xbox, yeah. To be fair, if I couldn't copy and paste system names sometimes, I'd probably never go exploring. Yeah, just be clear on the whole pizza front. Nightbot's buying. Chickers, so far I quite like it. It packs punch, handles quite very nicely. Not quite as manoeuvrable as the Chieftain. I haven't really spent enough time with the Challenger, but I guess. But the ability to have the fighter is definitely quite nice. Yeah, Machine, I don't know, but he wasn't really in Jurassic World, was he? Either. So, I think it was just more of a, hey Jeff, you know that leftover bit in your contract that you had? Where it said that you'd be in this film? He's like, yeah, well, we'll let you off if you just say life finds a way and be in this game. He was like, alright, let's call it done. Daniel, no, I don't think so. Let me check. Because not everything is engineered. Most things are. Not everything. Thrusters. Oh! Dash Drive 1. That's all we got. But yeah, I'm sure with Dash Drive 5. Definitely better. But it's all down to the amount of time you want to spend engineering a ship, isn't it? Holly from Red Dwarf would be good. That'd be a pretty entertaining one. Yeah, that guy did not stand a chance, did he? Good to see so many people out for combat. Good to see you guys. I'm J.K. Simmons as Joan J. Jameson from the Sam Raimi series of Spider-Man films. Cat from Red Dwarf. We really do, Mark. We really do. David Attenborough. No, Machine. He doesn't sound Australian. He ain't. Oh. There were two separate impressions that you didn't get. That's what happened. Jeff Bridges is the dude. I don't know if anyone suggested it yet, but Mr. T? Nah, Machine, I just think it's Houston Get It. That's all it is. Oh, it's an anaconda. Do I try and take an anaconda?
back on the offense.
Right, this could be interesting. I have no idea how this is going to work out. Here we got some of the other wing members involved. Yeah, we've got him. We got him.
My shields are offline. I need to get out of the firing
Sustained
line.
firepower for the win. Right.
Commander.
Ooh.
Fighters destroyed.
That hole. And he's down. Man, I better get the credits for that. I'd be super annoyed if I don't. A Roland Rat Covers. Muffins. That's just gonna be weird. Saying a Frank Spencer one. Oh, trooper. Got some bad news, mate. You're gonna need to call your fighter off. Things have gone wrong. Arnold's got 10 out of doing it, doing his own voice in German version externally because the German accent sounds like a fool. Yeah, that does sound about right, actually, to be fair. On that kill steal hype, which isn't really hype, you know, you're not supposed to do it. It's bad form. Yeah, Arnie is Austrian, but he speaks German as well. So he was offered to dub his own lines in Terminator. But the issue is that his accent is very common. Probably better than mine, though. I'm not one to not one to judge people's accents. Yeah, Ghost. It doesn't help. I'm everywhere. I'm all over the place. I think everyone speaks every language with an accent, don't they? Especially if it's not your own. Brits are notorious for it, aren't they? Especially that classic, you know, Brits are born in Spain and stuff, and they're like, "Hola, ¿cómo estás?" All that kind of thing. A Groot covers. Well, at least be easy to do. But there are, you know, there was an entire script for Groot that actually said what he was meant to be saying, so that Vin Diesel could get the oops, clunk, get the tone and inflections correct, and put the emotion in, which is weird. CK, I think we had a bit of a cross the streams. Crusader is good. Crusader is definitely maneuverable. I like how it handles. Not quite as maneuverable as a Chieftain, but it doesn't need to be, because it's got the extra firepower of the fighter. Oh, my fighter's been destroyed. He said. Oh my goodness. And also, I mean, why am I worrying about shooting anything with these guys here? Where's that? Oh, this makes no sense, but off we go. Kovas Chewbacca. Ugh, Brother Jedi, hello, how you doing? Right now, we're talking about the different different crevices that we would like to see or hear, I guess you would say. Throw an opinion out.
Commander, establishing fighter link. Fighter is prepped and ready to go, Commander. Copy that. Go on the offense.
This guy called Tadpole. Ah, bless him. If he hit elite, he'd probably be a frog. Badass Jedi, I'm doing okay. Actually, I'm doing alright. Getting there. I say the same thing I keep saying. I'm not full strength yet at all.
Target eliminated.
I've actually been having quite a bit of pain in my neck due to surgery and all that kind of stuff. But hey, it's okay. It's getting there. I'm getting there. I learn to deal with it. I'm keeping moving, keeping active as I can. For me, keeping active is like walking to the shop and getting myself lunch. But it works.
Roger. Focusing my fire on primary target.
See, Cora, you do not need to worry too much about that.
Show me the target, Commander. I'll do the rest.
Trooper, I'm sorry, I can't control it. A poor fighter. Emil, so I am signed off for another kind of week and a bit, which could possibly be extended as needs be and stuff. So I have an appointment with my oncologist on Thursday, which is going to be quite a I guess an important one from in a sense of maybe pushing for other treatment options and stuff. But I got my squad behind me, got my support team, so it's all good.
Roger. Focusing my fire on primary target. Copy that. Weapons are locked and loaded. Sure thing, Commander. I'll hold the ship at this spot. Copy that. Going on the offense. Got him. Another one down.
Alright, Alan, take care, buddy. Thanks for dropping in. Jimmy Vox, hello as well. How you doing? The Epic Warlord. Do I recommend the game? Yes, I do. I enjoy it very, very much. You are going to essentially have a lot of hours of gameplay. Not all of it you'll enjoy, which sounds awful, doesn't it? But there are lots of things that you will get involved in. Hey, it's good. But once you're into it and you start that grind, because it's a bit of a grind as far as games go, and a bit of a grind is a slight, a little bit under. Playing it down a touch. There's quite a bit of grind into it, but only as much as you want to put in, especially if you're only into the solo play and stuff like that, or you find a player group for you to get involved with, and you can. Oh, why am I wanted? Who didn't have crimes turned off? But yeah, it's all good fun. I say get it when it's on sale with Horizons, and you're going to get hours and hours and hours. Hours of gameplay. Ah, badass, thank you very much. Always good.
Fighter is in the bay. We're ready to go, Commander.
Fighter's docked. I'm wanted, so I actually need to go to... Oh boy. I'm going to need to go and clean the ship. What a pain. Right. No one go and tell me where to go. I'll work it out on my own. Nope. Being attacked. Which means I can't be in the galaxy map. And it's an Alliance Enforcer. Ugh. Let's get ourselves out of here. Don't they realise I'm in charge of this system? Bloody Alliance Enforcers. Alliance Power Play. Get out of my system. Like, get out of my system. Well, I can tell you for a fact, for Call of Duty, is that it's a very, very different game. A very different kind of grind. Ah, you know what, I'm going to pop over to one of our other systems. Yeah, it is a bit like that, isn't it? Do you not know who I am? Rylan, well, welcome to the stream. Glad you could make it. Gonna get scanned, aren't I? I need to go to a non-employed system. Did not think that through very well. Fortunately, we own most of them. Could go to Lansbury. Let's go to Lansbury. This crime system. Not a fan. So yeah, we need to go there, pay off our ridiculously small bounty on our ship. Because as we know, ships cause crimes. And we'll go from there. Actually, no. Whilst we're flying around, not really doing anything particularly interesting, I will encourage everyone to make sure that you like if you haven't liked already, subscribe on YouTube if you haven't subscribed on YouTube already, follow on Twitch, and yeah, that's it really. Stick around. More interesting stuff will be coming, I promise. Well, Emil, that does seem to be that way. I don't. I think someone must have flown in front of me or something like that, so... Corvus, thank you very much, and all hail deployed. Resistance is futile. But thank you very much. Most appreciated. And yeah, Kuro, that Twitch clip. Now, I'm gonna share this Twitch clip. With everybody, because this is well worth watching. And that's going into both chats as well, so have a little watch of that. Don't be confused too much by the fact that you hear my voice twice. But this gives you a bit of an idea of what happened on the last stream. Not everything that you'd necessarily want to happen. But yeah, I've never... Tone, your mum's wrong. That'd be funny, she's just wrong in this circumstance. But yeah, that's like a swarm of 132 or something daft like that. Right, now which one of these is going to have the interstellar factors? This one. And off we go. But yeah, a very, very odd link, I would say. Very odd little video clip of what happened during the stream, and it's one of these things where you're just like, what? What just happened? Why did that just happen? Why is this happening?
Hello there.
Jacob, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the stream, the channel. Hope you're doing well. Clockwork Gears. Boop. What up? But yeah, very odd little happening, I would say. I never thought Goids would be into that kind of stuff, but I guess they are. So, we're going to head to Landis, pay off our bounty. Ugh. Then we're going to head back to one of Lloyd's systems. Going to hand some bounty vouchers in. Then we're going to move on.
Hello there.
Andy, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the stream of the channel. Hope you're doing well. In fact, what is we're going to start bounty hunting in Sharu, I think. As far as systems go, it's going to be the best one for us to hunt from today. Or Shockwave. So, you might notice the title of the stream, where I say it's salt-free. So, you are going to get a salt-free response. Brian, kind of a little bit more toned down than that. But right, so Slizik, go ahead, come at me, bro. I'll meet you in the Sharu system and we can have a fight. Oh wait, no, I'm in my private group because when you stream, you don't really want to be stream sniped because it's boring for everybody. So, my recommendation is go into Shinrata Desra in open and knock yourself out. If you want to do PvP, or go to Sand 2, or the current Community Goal system. So, but yeah, so Epic Warlord. So I play using a HOTAS. I use an X52 Pro and keyboard. Keyboard for the extra controls. I also have a custom control box, which I don't use as much as I should, because I never forget, or I never remember what the buttons are, but I've programmed myself, which is stupid. But lots of people use keyboard and mouse, or they use like cheaper versions of HOTAS, or they use Xbox controllers, PlayStation controllers. You know, you've got a lot of options. Okay, bounty paid off. To Sharu. Keyboard and mouse, it makes it a lot easier for you to do flight assist off, which basically is full Newtonian physics mode on your flying. So what it means, I'll give you an example. Because we're kind of, since we're going down this rabbit hole, and then we'll circle back to the Henosis. So, right, currently I'm flying with flight assist on. Now, flight assist essentially means that if I spin and I let go of my control, it stops. In other words, we'll target up a planet, so I've got some frame of reference. So I turn, if I let go, my controller, it stops. Flight assist off, which I've turned off now, I rotate, I let go, and it continues. For me to correct it and stop, I have to come back the other way an equal amount in the opposite direction. This also works with your forward motion as well. So say for example, I boost, I'm currently at full thrust. Now I pull my control back, I set it to 0. I'll just continue going at this speed in this direction unless altered otherwise. So if I change my lateral movement slightly, that will again continue. But then if I turn flight assist back on, it'll pull me to a stop because there's no thrust anymore and it counters it, if that makes sense. So flight assist off flying with the mouse and keyboard are easier because you have more precise movements, so a bit more control. But yeah, that kind of gives you a bit of an idea of how that works as an explanation. It's not a perfect example, and flight assist off it also isn't a perfect flight model either. Close, but better than lots of them out there, lots of games out there. It's a good flight model. Now, the Gnosis. So, if you'd asked me on Thursday, I was super salty about it, and I was really kind of annoyed, unimpressed. I thought it was a bit cheap, I wasn't happy about it, but now I've had some time to reflect on it, and I think, to be honest, it was more the extra thing that I wasn't necessarily annoyed about in particular, but it was kind of a bit of a contribution to the annoyance factor. Now, what I will say is that it was it could have worked and it should have worked had the tone of the event been timed correctly and stuff like that. So there's a couple of different things in there. Actually, Brian, there are a few things I need to add into that as well. So there you go. Now, I just think that it could have been handled differently. Personally, I probably would have done it the way it was done, but then again, I'm not a game developer, I'm not a game writer, so I don't know the challenges that are involved particularly. The Galnet post being released a bit early wasn't great. Definitely didn't help. I think it kind of made people be a bit more negative about the occurrences than had it been a surprise login and it happened. I also think maybe on initial login, if you're at the Gnosis, then you could have had a message pushed through saying this is what's happened, so you would have known, not just like you do your Galnet post and like, oh, what's happened, because no one checks Galnet. So, but what has happened is the Gnosis is now currently in a system that has 2 Thargoid Mega Barnacles in a Thargoid base. It's full of Thargoids as promised the cone sector would be. So it's not. I'm a bit more chilled out this time around. So there you go. That's my opinion. That's how things stand. But yeah, tone. I mean, there were a lot of people that were in exploration builds, including myself, that were there who can't engage in the content. But at the same time, I'm not trapped in a system for a month with nothing to explore. So there are some options for me to go back to the bubble. I can leave any time. I'm not trapped there. I'm not stuck there. I can just fly off. It's okay if I were to do that. I just haven't. So, Epic Warlord, how do you team up with people? Easiest way to do it is through a Discord, to be honest. That way you can kind of coordinate in game, people can come to you, you can go to them. You can just team up with people you randomly meet. That can be a little bit unreliable. So you can be a bit hit and miss with who you get in your wing. So for example, my group of players that I play with, the Seekers of Zen, we are very much bit of a chilled out bunch. Don't really agree with ganking. Not many of us participate in PvP, but we are open to it, and all that kind of stuff. I was yeah, it was it's alright. We're a good bunch. Like I say, we made you bounty hunting, run missions, help each other out, fight aliens, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, options. So, right, Warlord, what you can do is, once someone is on your friends list, you can see them in the star map. And then you can stick together. You can wing up as well, so when you form a wing, you can see each other's progress. So, for example, on the screen at the moment, you can see I am winged with Pro-Rock PL. I can see his shield and his hull status, and also which system he's in. So that's kind of the explanation on that, I guess. So, okay, passing after all negative reactions to the way Frontier executes beyond, I would have want them to focus more on quality of life improvements. Now, right, so chapter 4 is going to be a bigger update, and there is going to be quite a bit of stuff in there. So I guess we will have to kind of see what happens. But from my understanding is that it's supposed to be a bigger update, more content, and a lot more interesting as well, which I'm all for. You know, more in-depth content. And I've always said this, more variety is always good. It's why I'm never really annoyed that Frontier add more ships. Yeah, the 3 Alliance ships, they could have abandoned them all at the same time. That would have been fine for me. But I don't dislike the fact that we have got 3 ships that are fairly similar, but they're all a little bit different. It's okay. Nah, Simon. It's just because I'm in a Crusader. That's why. So nothing too major. We're doing a bit of bounty hunting, tidying up my systems, multiples, and kind of just getting on. Bit of that, really. Ah, right. I like the threat that the Thargoids kind of imply, that we're not the biggest and baddest thing out there in the galaxy. We're humans. You know, that there's things that have persisted long before humans stepped out into the galactic plane. You know, and I like that. The Guardian stuff, I absolutely love. I love the way they all look. I really enjoyed the Guardian aesthetic, that lovely colour blue, also the very kind of sharp geometric angles, with definitely a stark contrast compared to Thargoids and even human tech, which I like. You know, it shows humans being somewhere in the middle compared to Guardians and Thargoids, which I do like. One thing I will say is that I always want bigger Guardian tech. So, what I want is I want a full Guardian hybrid ship where I can engineer the crap out of it. Like make the big 3 the big 4 and give me a Guardian hybrid ship and then build down from there, or build up to them. You know, start with a Sidewinder size ship, build up from there. I'd definitely go for that. Knifebot. If it looks like a garbage can, I'd be super unimpressed. Just so you know.
Hello there.
Wrecked 9383 buffs. Thanks for subscribing, welcome to stream the channel. RK, maybe. for me, everything is very much at the maybe. I'm trying to stick to my own streaming schedule primarily with regard to my time. The next creators roundtable, maybe. It's a very, very, very much a maybe. Beethoven, no, they're not making the changes until chapter 4, so we've still got at least a month really until that could possibly happen. And like I've always said, I mean, it's board hopping. Don't like to have to do it, don't want to have to do it, but we're kind of left with that feeling that we have to as players to get a decent amount of money. Well, lots of people are, not 2.8%. I did ask a question about the 2.8% as well, kind of how that number was achieved, how it's got to. Essentially they looked at loads of those different factors in order to get to that number. So it doesn't sound like it was a quick picking number out of nowhere. So, Andre, thank you very much for subscribing. How you doing? Brian, you are more than welcome. As I'm going to be making sure I'm adding some other things in there because I have missed a couple off. All the Guardian bits that have recently popped up, I haven't actually popped them in there, so I should do. Night booty. I don't know about that. I mean, Boogie Nights, which is apparently the only film I have actually seen all the way through with Burt Reynolds in. Did not realise until I was watching something else on TV and it came up. Something else on YouTube and it came up. Alright guys. That is a fair point. Lee, good to see you here. Who's turned up in a DBX? Alright, cool, there we go. Lee, I'm forgetting the thing as well. The thing is, I mean, there's still so much to do, and that's the thing. I always think this is worth remembering. In a game like Elite Dangerous, there is still so much to do in the game, away from the new content that gets introduced. New ships to fly, new planets to visit, lore to catch up on. And there's a lot of lore that is hidden in the game, yeah, and I do say hidden. And yeah, there's plenty of places out there that will point you to the right direction without spoiling it for you. Versus people like me who will put something up and you can watch it, so you don't have to go and see it if you don't want to. But there's still lots to do. I always recommend people go and explore as well. Not sure what to do, go explore. Because that way you can get your name on some stars, which is always good. So RK, is board hopping an exploit because that doesn't mean that it's not a cry for help from the community. Now, they have said, this is what they said, right, is that the board hopping is an undesired element of gameplay. Also, they would rather people didn't do it. but they are going to need more missions on the mission board without board hopping being a thing anymore. That's what's going to have to happen, 100%. And, you know, that they read the forum posts that people make, they read the comments left on videos, so hopefully, and also there's something Will said during the Frontier stream earlier today as well, is that they do actually pay attention. Rusty, hey, how you doing? You were pleased to know that I'm calming down. Well, Hunter, we're not going anywhere on the thingamajig, do what's it, the Seekers of an Expedition, until the expedition updates are out. That's for sure. And then we can actually plan ourselves a little expedition, which would be good fun. Probably do a week or something like that. Head on out, go back. Well, Rusty, maybe. If this have more missions in the first place, that would do it. I think that would help. But Miguel, hey, how you doing? I am doing very well. We're actually all listening to your music this evening.
Okay, Commander. I'm opening up the fighter bay now.
Small reminder though, guys, make sure your crimes are turned off. Just saying. Mission balls need more missions, but scale powers with missions in another category. Yes, Rusty, I agree with you. I know that we have often disagreed on many points, but I 100% agree with that. It's always been, I think, board hopping has always been a symptom rather than the problem. It's always kind of been the cry out for more credits. People want more credits. And you can't blame people for moving to the path of least resistance. I think that's pretty normal for gaming. I say Miguel is a creator who looks after his YouTube people and makes sure they don't get copyright strikes, which is why we like his music. Him and Tom Cook we are fans of. Also Toko So, you sometimes see him in chat. You'll be hearing some of his stuff popping up in some videos coming up as well. And yeah, remember guys, there is a link in the description of the stream as well. If you're interested in finding more of Miguel's music, or kind of listening to it in your own time and all that kind of stuff, that is in the description of the stream. I think a single shot cannon isn't quite enough. I'm starting to feel like a single shot cannon isn't enough. I need at least, I don't know, 3 of them. But yeah, one thing I'll say is it's quite nice to be in a smaller ship sometimes. I really, you know what, I get way too used to flying the Corvette, and I'm flying around and I'm like, oh my god, I feel like totally invincible. And then suddenly I realise that maybe I should get used to being a small one.
Got him. Another one down.
Edicol, now, I only know bad words in Polish, so I don't know what you said, but I'm going to have to go and Google Translate it, because I want to know. Because, depending on what you said, depends on Poland, white, red. What? You what, mate? Is that a flag reference? Anyway, Jak Smash. Hope you're doing well. So Poland pink. Don't say that.
Copy that. Go on the offense.
Ah, I see now, Dave. I didn't bring the lance because I really like the way that the trident looks.
No more targets. We're all clear, Commander.
It's all about those sweet, sweet aesthetics. Pair of fluffy dice. Mo, yeah. I think a lot of people would go for the Han Solo dice as well. From the Han Solo film, despite Han Solo being not particularly well received in the cinema. Come on, Gypsy. Hello, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Ooh. Go. No, see, Dave, you don't anyway, and I think that's always a bit of a problem with the fighters, and also the Guardian fighters don't stand up very well in a firefight whatsoever, which is a bit of a shame. Bobblehead Chua and Dash. Sam, I've actually seen that. I've seen the.
Ship is under my control, Commander. Awaiting your orders.
Oh, actually in combat with something. Oh, it's dead. Okay.
Target destroyed. Scanning for more hostiles. Show me the target, Commander. I'll do the rest.
Okay, man.
Multiple hostiles in this sector. Let's try not to get shot at.
Oh, it's spinning. It heard it was a good trick. Don't know who told it that. Oh. Them heat levels though. Well, hopefully the shields should come back. Like, what is my actual ship doing?
Roger. Keep the target in your sights, Commander. I'm going in.
Like, what's my actual ship doing? Not enough. Looking forward to Solo. Oh.
Tango down.
So Gary, did a bit of fighting. We say Crusade just because we're restoring order to the 7 realms of Ployd.
Target eliminated. Copy that. Go on the offense.
If I go back to my ship and that's wasted all of my shot cannon ammo, I'd be really upset. But no, okay, right, so Solo, as long as you go into it with no preconceptions, This is the tough bit.
Target eliminated.
Then you'll be good. See now, right. So I'm currently. This is just have one of these little existential crisis moments. So that's the back of my ship, right? Okay. Right. So I'm currently not in my ship per se. I am telepresenced in. Now we go over to my ship, which I'm not flying. Gary's supposed to be flying, and there's no one in there. My immersion, it's broken. But I'm not too worried about that. I just suddenly had to know. Edel. That'd be a bit of an odd one.
Roger. Focusing my fire on primary.
I don't know if I'd want to watch that. Alright, this is going to be an interesting... Where's my ship? Where's my actual fire support? Where's my backup? Why are they not firing at it?
Roger. Keep the target in your sight, Commander.
Oh. Gary, no, I never did. I was born in 1984, so it was a little bit, I'd say before my time. But 1984 was a good year. A lot of good things produced. I understand everyone very much enjoyed it. I have downloaded the original off of the website from Frontier, because it's on the Frontier store for free. You can download the original game. I can't get to grasp, can't get to grips with the controls whatsoever. I'm so young. Yeah, I'm young at 34. I do like that when it comes to Elite Dangerous, it's one of the few places that I say my age, and I get to feel young. It's good. Actually, to be fair, Rusty, that's one of Turgeon's big. Oh god. Sorry, Giz. Not my best flying there. Not gonna lie.
Commander, establishing fighter link.
Sam, you're a bambino.
Link established. Awaiting instructions.
But yeah, so Rusty, that was one of the things that Turgeon thinks is that we are all actually just sat on Founders in something like the Matrix, and we're all just telepresence around, which is why we can't leave the ships. We can't walk around. But yeah, an odd one.
Going on the offense.
Well, here's the thing, Pana,
Target
Pana,
eliminated. Good job, Commander.
is
No
that...
threats in this sector.
You didn't, did ya? Mad. Uh, 24th Century Gamer, you're 13, you play this game. Wow. Good on ya. And you're the reason why I tend not to swear on my streams. Viewers of your age.
Copy that. Going on the offense.
Jamie, you're saying, are you the oldest one here at 74? I don't know, you might be. I think you can take pride in that. I think that's an important thing with gaming state of mind. It's not something you grow out of.
Friendly fire isn't, Commander.
Oh, be quiet. Don't tell me about friendly fire. Kosaki, yes you can. Oh, you can dumbfire them. Basically, you unselect your target and then fire. Yeah, actually, Machine, I hope I am as well. I mean... Oh, shield top up. Giz, you beautiful human being, thank you.
Copy that. Weapons are locked and loaded.
Our beacons went off. Yeah, they did. That's weird. You watch your MS, it's all good. Okay, well, you're taking your viewership into your own hand at that point, so that's cool.
Tango is down. Roger. Focusing my fire on primary target.
Yeah, see, I don't know how good this build actually is. It doesn't feel particularly powerful. Give it a go.
Target eliminated. This area is clear, Commander. Standing down.
Places didn't you have Yamix? Yeah, you see, I try and maximise your viewership because I feel like you can't if you swear. That you're counting people out essentially. Then if you don't, then you know no one feels excluded. But that's just me. Everyone can do what they like. I'm not gonna judge them. Just know that if Yamix is on my stream, I have no control over that type of stuff. If you watch me because I don't swear, then for those collaborations and stuff. PG-13, that's my rules, Rusty. Or I guess 12A.
Tango is down. Can't see any more hostiles. That must be it, Commander. Roger. Keep the target in your sights, Commander.
Actually, Sam, I think that happened on mine as well. Because you said Jar Jar Binks.
Target destroyed. Scanning for more hostiles.
Never say Jar Jar Binks.
Show me the target, Commander. I'll do the rest.
RK. Safe to say, when I met him for the first time in person at the at FX, that was just like genuinely surprising because I had no idea who it was. This person walked up behind me, slapped me on the back, gave me his hand to shake, and I'm like, I don't know who you are. And then he points at his t-shirt, and of course had the Yamix like on. I was like, oh shit, it's Yamix. And I'm aware that one just did slip out. It's context, so it's fine. Oh, I'm out of ammo with my shot cannon. Time to go hand in. Beethoven. Oh, that's an early start. Hmm.
We are going for automated retrieval, Commander.
Get this guy on board and we'll go hand in. Be fine.
Got him. Another one down.
This is a cool tune. I very much like this one.
Got the fighter back in the bay, Commander.
Now, I think with language, I think it's very important to understand the impact your words have, and your choice of words have. Exceptionally important. Yeah, Banish Jedi, I would definitely be there. Gotta go and old McCorn Rankings Progress. Horrible name. Okay, so we are 1 hour and 50 minutes into the stream, and probably got around about 10 minutes or so left. So I'm going to encourage everyone to make sure that you do hit the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and also follow on Twitch if you haven't followed on Twitch too. Same goes for you guys on Twitch. If you haven't actually subscribed on YouTube, then you probably should, because obviously I put out video content as well, in case you don't know. So Kaseki, I mean, with bouncing around and outfitting and all that fart-arting, about 3.5 mil, but also in a wing, which means you gain more. At the same time, bigger ship, big gains, faster kills, but you are limited by spawn rate. This is a leap of shame. It's an epic leap of shame. So Subsonic, I am using an X52 Pro. That is my, so I use a HOTAS. I'd start off with a T-Flight. Actually, I start off with just a Microsoft Sidewinder joystick, which is like proper old. I've had that, and I had that for like, I don't know, 15 years at least. The U-turn of humility. No! Clive disagrees. There you go, look at that. Perfect. Because this way, I've got the correct approach. You see, to have the star at one place, get some decent light, get the rings there, all that stuff. Totally intentional. Nemesis, how is the shoulder? Not fantastic. So every time I take it off of the HOTAS, and then move my elbow off of my chair, my arm just drops, because it's, in short, I've got no strength in it, which is a bit of a shame. But yeah, Kosaki, you're right, you can, but I can guarantee you I enjoy this more than doing a delivery run. That's what I'll say. But it's all personal preference. Clive is feeling peckish. He's got 8 whole minutes to go. So yeah, it's a bit rubbish, to be honest. But what I am doing is I did my first little bit of a VR play yesterday, and that was actually quite helpful. Get very, very tired very, very quickly, which is a bit of a shame. But hey, what can you do? Well, actually, machine, I know what you're trying to say, dirty bastard. With the moving of the HOTAS back and forth, that is actually quite good for mobility. So, hey, look, damn, look at that. Looks like you have to play the game more. Such a shame.
Hello there.
24th Century Gamer, thanks for hopping over onto Twitch. Dropping the follow. Let's hang in. But yeah, so I start off with the Clive, no one wants to hear you, mate. No, no one. You're famous, but you're not that famous. But yeah, so I start off with the Sidewinder, then I changed over to the T-Flight, which is really good. No, Nightbot. So this is gonna sound really weird, but I'm numb, like down to my shoulder. So my deltoid muscles, they work. I can't feel them. So I know they're working by the fact that my arm is up and stuff like that. Very, very bizarre. Tato, really? Oh, Treadstone, that's disappointing to hear. Must be an Xbox problem rather than an Elite problem. But it is worth following Frontier Help on Twitter to keep up to date for details. Also, actually, I'm going to tell everyone to go and follow me on Twitter as well, which is at AskSenseiPlater, because the whole martial arts connection. That's all stuff. Have a look at that. But yeah, I mean, it's either that or it hurts. But yeah, Miguel, so that was your wife singing that. She's got a good voice. Well done. Well done finding someone as musical as you are. Good job. Yeah, Nightbot, there is no Twitter thing. I probably should do one. There is no Twitter command. Oops. Wait, Killer Kev, you're transferring your consciousness into an AI? Wait, that doesn't make sense. Don't do that. Does that mean you become one with it? I am actually going to cash all of these in because I've done more than enough in our own faction to make a difference. Treadstone, no. No, there wasn't. Which is bizarre. Because, I mean, if you're combining yourself with an AI... it's not fun. Yeah, I mean, I don't really use it enough. Try to silence Clive. Always. Bizarreness. I don't know. One thing I will say is about the Crusader. It doesn't just have one spoiler. It technically has two that are a different colour from the rest of the ship. Oh no. Why did I notice that? Kosaki, the reason why we did is because we play a lot of the game. And almost all of us will have guides on how to make money on our channels. I do, for example. My recommendation is go to Robigo if you want to run passenger missions, to Serious Atmospherics. I'm being deadly serious. No Hunter, not for this. I do have it for my Anaconda though. But hey, you know what I'm just happy about? These hard points, because before you could see literally from here through to like the landing gear at the back. Nemesis, no! This is one of the nicer looking out of the variants. I've also, it's a little bit chunky on the old undercarriage. But hey, there's got a fighter. Oh god. Oh, So gaudy. Oh. But okay, guys. I'm going to call time for the stream there. I'm going to say thank you very much to everyone who's been watching. If you haven't already, please make sure that you do like, subscribe, turn notifications, all that good stuff. And I'll be streaming again tomorrow evening. I'm probably going to play something else apart from Elite Dangerous, just because we always do something different on a Tuesday. It's the rules. So, once again, guys, thank you very much for watching. Commander Plater, out.